So it's time for the Impact review. Bound for Glory's this Sunday. Yeah, gives a shit. I mean, seriously, who gives a fuck about Bound for Glory? Is anybody gonna order this? Just a lot of inside jokes from me throughout the night. We'll get to it. So you got, what the fuck am I holding this? Picked up the pad, picked something else up. Yeah. You got Aries and Storm kicking things off. Botches up the ass. Storm goes for a boot on Aries. Tenay claims that he kicked him in the bicep. Oh, really? I never seen a bicep that looks like fucking air. Fucking kick the air. How the fuck do you kick somebody, you know, a trained wrestler, and not even come close to hitting any part of their anatomy? I've never seen anything like this. He didn't hit fucking any part of his body. Nothing at all. I mean, that shit was like 10 feet away from his fucking face. Then they go into this roll-up sequence, and I think like Aries was supposed to hit like a German suplex or a move, and nothing ever happens. Bobby Roode interferes, and you know, just the ends with the brain buster. I don't really see the point of any of this, like jobbing out Storm before the pay-per-view. Just a mindless booking decision. Like, you know, this is like the type of shit that I told you just shoots straight out of Dixie Carter's vagina. I mean, it's just nothing of any logical sense being made here. They're just like making it up as they go along. Then you got Sting and Hogan, the two, you know, these two guys that just love fucking touching each other's privates. They get raped together. They've wrestled together. You know, they do everything together. Isn't that cute? You know, after the show, they probably wanted to fucking date together, got a hotel room, and fucked each other up the ass. And this is Kaz and Daniels. They come out to stir up trouble. Bully Ray comes out. They make a match for later on. Just fucking wasting time like usual. You know, it's really funny that this is wasting time that I say that, because this whole fucking show is a waste of time, people. Then you got Hernandez defeating AJ Styles. How the fuck are you gonna have Hernandez, this big fucking waste of space, this fucking waste of oxygen, be fucking AJ Styles, who's one of the biggest stars in the company? You know, it was a bad match, and it was a lousy finish, a lousy booking decision. You know, I just want to like make a shout out to my good friend Cobb456. This is the future of professional wrestling, right? Where jobbers go over your big stars. Yeah, that's exactly how you want your future of professional wrestling company to go. That's a step in the right direction. No, I'm sorry, that's a step off the fucking cliff when you want to go like into absurdity and you don't want to fucking last another fucking year. That's when you fucking job out your biggest stars to fucking jobbers. Then Ace and Eights makes a message. Apparently, Ace and Eights ran to the corner deli and got him a little, you know, styrofoam plate of food there. How nice of them. Yeah, you know, it's nice to know that the Ace and Eights clubhouse is located conveniently next to a deli. It's great. It's great to know. Then you got Zema Ion comes out, says that there is no X Division. Very true. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. He says he beat everybody. He injured everybody. So guess who comes out? Rob Van Dam. This fucking guy comes out of nowhere. No build up. We're 3 fucking days away from the pay-per-view that no one's going to order. And this is another reason why no one's going to order it. RVD fucking comes out of fucking nowhere. I didn't even know he was part of the X Division. It's a division. I didn't know that all of a sudden you could just enter into it all of a sudden. RVD just comes out of fucking nowhere and enters himself into a match. He said that he's allowed to have any match he wants, and for some reason he's picking the X Division title. Ion, terrible champion. It's maybe not his fault because, you know, they just haven't given him any matches or exposure. They've fitted him with a gimmick that is not well suited for him. He doesn't look threatening. You know, it's very funny. So this is the tagline they gave him. They say he's pretty effing dangerous. Well, guess what? This is pretty effing boring and stupid and dumb. Why have fucking RVD, a broken down shell of his former self? Is he a legend? Yes. Am I a fan of him? I used to be. In a retrospective fashion, he's one of my favorites of all time. But he doesn't get it done anymore in the ring. What the X Division is meant for the young guys, the up and comers. So why is RV fucking D, RV Jobber, why is he in this fucking match? Why is Ion still champion? I mean, this character is gay. You know, it's like a more gayed up version of Rick Martel. Don't understand why. My virus is going off. It's protesting Impact as well. Then you got Daniels and Kaz against Sting and Bully Ray. And my voice is going because of this fucking cold. So, you know, even my voice is protesting this despicable episode of Impact. So Daniels and Kaz, they win by DQ. It's a stupid fucking boring match. It's not really fair because, you know, you got 3 guys against Daniels and Kaz, and you might be going, Brad, what are you talking about? Isn't it just Sting and Bully Ray? Well, Sting is pretty fucking fat, so I think he counts as 2 fucking Stings. That's 2 fucking wrestlers plus Bully Ray makes it 3 fucking wrestlers, which makes it a fucking handicap match. No fucking fair. No fucking fair at all. It was just, you know, slow, boring Rock and Roll Express style with, you know, Sting playing Ricky Morton. To take a page out of Scott Keats' playbook, use that little term there. It ends with a, you know, disqualification. Bubba Ray putting Christopher Daniels through the table with a power bomb. Nice spot, you know. That was the best part of the night so far. The best part of the match and the best part of the whole fucking show, which is pretty fucking sad because it happened after the match and was just a little something we've seen 1,000 times before. Then you got Al Snow talking about Joey Ryan. Just another fucking match you could add to that Best of Al Snow DVD. You know, that unreleased DVD that Mick Foley always talks about. Yeah, there's another classic to add to that fucking DVD. Then you got Joe and Magnus. You know, little fucking promo here. Magnus claims that millions of people are going to get to see his match this Sunday. Millions of people. They can't even get a fucking million people to watch Impact. How the fuck are they going to get 1 million people to buy the fucking pay-per-view? That's fucking impossible. Just embarrassing themselves at every turn here on Impact. Millions of people. Millions of fucking people. They're gonna be lucky if they get a fucking 1,000 buy rates for this piece of shit that's coming up on Sunday. Then you got Tess Mocker defeating Gail Kim. Botched ending. Gail's afraid to go onto her stomach, so she goes like on her side or back or something. It looked retarded. Then you have the main event, Hardy defeating Bobby Roode by disqualification. But Bobby Roode just low blows Jeff Hardy. We haven't seen a low blow in a while in wrestling. You don't get to see that in WWE anymore. So, you know, it's nice to see low blows in wrestling again. You know, they don't want... You know, it's okay for guys to be humping each other in wrestling, but it's, you know... it's not acceptable for low blows to take place. So that's very weird. But yeah, it's nice to see a low blow used again in wrestling. It's been a while. This match was okay. It wasn't great. There wasn't anything really too bad about a couple of rest holds, but it was probably the best match I've seen all week, WWE or TNA wise. But yeah, you know, that's fucking it. Aries comes out. He attempts a worked shoot promo. You know, it's not good. It wasn't good. This promo is not saving him at all. You know, first of all, this Aries heel turn is very fucking pathetic because they're basically copying CM Punk's heel turn. You know, basically just take your ROH wrestlers and turn them heel. Because when our ROH wrestler in one Fed is doing a heel turn, they got to do it in this one. Like, why? I don't understand. They didn't even explain how he became heel. He just was heel. How the fuck does that happen? How does just somebody walk out one day behind the curtain and just all of a sudden he's heel? How the fuck do you explain that? You can't just have someone just be heel because you want them to be heel. You have to explain it. Did something happen to him? Is there some reason why he became heel? There has to be an explanation. You just can't fucking make him heel just for the hell of it. Just because they're doing it in the WWE doesn't like give TNA the go-ahead to just all of a sudden convert Aries into another character. Out of fucking nowhere, he becomes heel. And not even a good heel. It doesn't even make sense. It just seems contrived and artificial, fucking fake as hell. Very scripted. You know, he says he's not going to read off the script, but he ends up sounding even more scripted with this worked shoot promo. So yeah, this whole show was pretty shitty. I guess you could say that Hardy and Rude was okay. It was an okay match. But other than that, everything else was fucking garbage, botch-filled. Your typical TNA display here. People going over that didn't deserve to win. Bound for Glory. This is supposed to be the WrestleMania TNA. Honestly, TNA marks, TNA fanboys, did this feel like this was the show before the most epic night in TNA history? I mean, seriously. This felt like any old Impact to me. It didn't feel distinguished or unique or special. It just felt like the same old, same old. That's it. That's the same fucking shit that they put on week after week. There was nothing different about this Impact. It was the same fucking load of garbage that we get from them every single fucking week with storylines that don't make sense, things, you know, happening that have been going on for like fucking months, you know, with no end in sight. You know, they had this big Ace and Eights thing coming up, and they just like have this little fucking shitty promo where they go to a corner deli and get him some fucking food. What? You know, like, I don't understand that. You know, they just killed all the fucking excitement that they could possibly have made for this pay-per-view. And it wouldn't have been too hard to really hype up this pay-per-view, but somehow they managed to fuck it up. How hard is it to fucking hype a show? It's not too hard. Just do a lot of good things before the show to make the show seem like it'd be good. Don't make a shitty fucking Impact where it's like the same fucking thing you always show us and expect it to really get garner people's interest. You just can't do that. I'm sorry. You just can't have the same old shit and expect to draw in buy rates. Oh, this is going to get a lot of buy rates, guys. This is how you get buy rates. By having Al Snow and Joey Ryan in a match. Yeah, that's how you get buy rates. This is how you get buy rates. By putting Sting, a fucking fat, out of shape Sting, in a match. This is how you get buy rates, by taking your best thing that you had in the whole company, the X Division, and turning it into a fucking mockery by putting fucking RVD in there. A guy who hasn't delivered in a single match since he's been with this fucking company. Holy shit. Bound for Glory is going to suck my fucking nuts. And if you disagree with that, you're a fucking nut job. Because this show is showing all clear evidence signs of fucking failure. Across the board, the buy rates are going to be in the fucking toilet for this thing. They're never going to get the audience that they are gunning for. You know, those real hardcore wrestling fans. They claim that they want those fans, but they're not going to get those fans with this kind of a presentation, with this kind of a product. If you want hardcore wrestling fans, give us fucking hardcore wrestling, you stupid motherfuckers. It's not that hard to figure out. If you want to get real wrestling fans, give us good, real wrestling. Not fucking shitty ass, fake, phony looking wrestling with fucking botches up the ass. Fucking half-assing everything in the ring. Fucking half-assing the whole entire show. TNA is just pretty much half-assed nonsense the whole way through. It's not even fucking half-assed, it's fucking quarter-assed the whole way through. Fucking shitty-ass show. A sure-to-be shitty-ass pay-per-view. Thank you very much, and you're welcome for me telling the truth like always. You fucking people are welcome. You should be fucking thanking me for fucking telling the truth instead of fucking clouding my comment board with your fucking TNA fucking nonsense, your rhetoric and your propaganda. Fuck you fucking pathetic-ass TNA fanboys.